Let's get right into it. Number 12, ignoring the rope. Caves love ropes. They're basically the cave version of seatbelts. And yet people see a rope and think, wow, that looks optional. Which is fascinating because the rope is usually there for one reason. Gravity is about to personally ruin your day. Picture this. You're standing at the top of a vertical drop. It's dark. It smells like wet rock and regret. There's a rope bolted into the wall, clearly placed by someone who survived this exact spot and wanted others to do the same. And instead of clipping in, someone decides to free climb. Because confidence. Because vibes. Here's the psychology part. Your brain is terrible at judging depth in low light. Without visual references, a 10-foot drop and a 100-foot drop feel emotionally identical. Your brain goes, probably manageable. Gravity goes, I've been waiting for this. Many avoidable cave fatalities happen because people underestimate vertical space. Caves mess with your perception, your balance, and your inner ear. One slip, one wet boot, one tiny pebble moving under your foot, and suddenly the rope you ignored becomes a memorial accessory. Basically, the rope wasn't decoration. It was the cave politely saying, please don't turn yourself into a physics lesson. Number 11, the just a little further syndrome. This one kills more people than monsters ever could. You go into a cave with a plan. Then curiosity shows up. Curiosity is not OSHA certified. Let's just see what's around that bend. Just a little tighter squeeze. We're already here. This is how humans end up wedged sideways in rock tubes like toothpaste that made a terrible life choice. Psychologically, this is called commitment escalation. Once you've invested effort, your brain refuses to accept turning back as an option. Turning around feels like failure. Dying apparently feels more acceptable. Caves amplify this because progress forward often feels easier than reversing. You slide down a slope thinking, I'll figure out the way back later. Later arrives with less oxygen, more panic, and a sudden realization that your shoulders are not collapsible. Many cave deaths happen inches from safety because people push just past their physical limits. The cave didn't change, your judgment did. Your brain hates quitting so much it will literally convince you that forward is safer than backward, which is adorable and lethal. Number 10, no one knows you're there. This one is so avoidable it hurts. Actually, it hurts later. Slowly. Some people go caving without telling anyone. No friend, no ranger, no note, just vibes and a headlamp. Your brain loves privacy. It hates accountability. It whispers, you'll be fine. And usually you are until you aren't. And then you're injured, stuck, or unconscious in a place where sound dies faster than hope. Rescue doesn't happen magically. Caves block GPS, phones, radios, and screaming. If no one knows you went in, no one knows to come get you. You could survive an injury that becomes fatal simply because time ran out before help even knew you existed. The wild part? This isn't bravery, it's paperwork avoidance. Most of these deaths could have been prevented by a sentence like, hey, if I'm not back by 8, call someone with ropes. Instead, people choose mystery. Congratulations. You became a missing person instead of a mildly embarrassed one. Number 9, one light is enough. It isn't. Caves eat light. They don't borrow it. They don't reflect it. They absorb it like a black hole with limestone walls. And yet people still go underground with exactly one flashlight, like they're popping into a closet. Here's the thing your brain lies to you about. Modern flashlights feel invincible. They're bright. They're sleek. Until the batteries die, or water gets in, or you drop it, watch it bounce twice, and hear that tiny plastic crack echo into your soul. Human brains are wired for optimism bias. You assume failure is unlikely for you. Other people? Sure, but not you. You checked the batteries earlier, probably. Cave deaths caused by darkness are slow and cruel. Without light, movement becomes impossible. You can't judge depth. You can't see obstacles. Panic sets in, oxygen use spikes, and suddenly your body is burning energy you don't have. The rule is 3 sources of light, not because cavers are dramatic, but because darkness underground is absolute. Your phone flashlight does not count. That's a lie we tell ourselves before tragedy. Basically, one light is not confidence. It's gambling with the concept of sight. Number 8. Underestimating water. Water in caves doesn't behave like water outside. It's sneaky, it's quiet, and it has a personal vendetta. People see a shallow stream and think, cute. They forget that caves act like funnels. Rain miles away can turn that adorable ankle-deep flow into a violent surge with zero warning. Your brain struggles with delayed cause and effect. If it's not raining here, it doesn't feel dangerous. But caves don't care about your weather app. They care about gravity and geography. Flash floods in caves are responsible for an uncomfortable number of avoidable deaths. People get trapped behind rising water, pushed into tighter passages, or slammed into rock by currents that don't look threatening until they are. Water also drops temperature fast. Cold shock, hypothermia, muscle failure. You don't drown dramatically, you get tired, then you get weaker, then you stop winning against physics. Water underground isn't scenic. It's a countdown timer disguised as a stream. Number 7. Tight spaces plus panic. Claustrophobia isn't just fear. It's your brain lighting the emergency fireworks for no reason. Someone squeezes into a narrow passage and suddenly their chest feels heavier. Breathing feels harder. Muscles tense. Logic leaves the chat. Panic causes people to push when they should relax, to thrash when they should stay still. In tight caves, this is disastrous. The harder you fight, the more wedged you become. Your body expands when stressed. Lungs fill. Muscles flex. You literally make yourself larger in the worst possible place. Many cave deaths happen because panic turns a survivable situation into an irreversible one. The exit was there. Time was there. But calm wasn't. Your brain evolved to escape predators, not limestone hallways. In caves, that instinct backfires hard. Basically, panic is your nervous system screaming at you and shoving you deeper into the problem. Number 6. Going alone. Because it's faster. There's something deeply human about thinking other people are the problem. They're slow, they ask questions, they want snacks. So some folks decide solo caving is better. Efficient, peaceful, heroic. And yes, it is faster. Right up until something goes wrong. Then it's permanently slower. Here's the psychology fail. Humans are bad at self-rescue under stress. When you're injured, tired, hypothermic, or panicking, your problem-solving skills drop off a cliff. Literally, sometimes. A second person isn't just help their perspective. They notice mistakes before they become headlines. Most solo cave deaths aren't dramatic collapses. They're minor injuries that turn fatal because no one was there to help stabilize, navigate, or go get assistance. A twisted ankle, a head hit, a stuck squeeze that needed one calm voice saying, "Exhale, you're okay." Instead, it's silence. Hours pass, then days. Going alone doesn't make you brave. It just removes witnesses from your bad decisions. Number 5. The helmet was optional. Your skull is not rated for caves. It barely survives door frames. Cave ceilings are low, jagged, and strategically placed exactly where your head wants to be. Helmets exist because even experienced cavers hit their heads constantly. Not dramatically, casually, like walking into a mistake. People skip helmets because they feel bulky, or silly, or unnecessary, which is fascinating, because the rock is still rock whether you respect it or not. Head injuries underground are especially dangerous. One knock can disorient you, knock you unconscious, or mess with your balance. And guess what caves hate? Unconscious people. There's no soft ground, no fresh air, no quick help. Many avoidable cave deaths begin with a single head impact that would have been a non-issue with a helmet. Instead, it becomes confusion, poor decisions, collapse, or drowning in shallow water. Basically, refusing a helmet in a cave is like refusing a parachute because it wrinkles your outfit. Number 4. Not turning around soon enough. Caves don't reward stubbornness. They punish it slowly. There's a moment in many cave disasters where everything was still fine. Enough light, enough energy, enough time. And that moment passed quietly while someone thought, just a bit more. Fatigue changes decision-making. Hunger makes you impulsive. Low oxygen makes you stupid. Together, they create confidence with zero qualifications. Experienced cavers follow the rule of thirds. 1/3 of energy going in, 1/3 coming out, 1/3 for emergencies. Casual explorers follow the rule of vibes. People die not because the cave trapped them, but because they ignored the early warning signs. Slower movement, shaky footing, foggy thinking. Turning around early feels embarrassing. Turning around late feels impossible. Your body whispers before it screams. Caves are where ignoring whispers becomes fatal. Number 3. Touching what you shouldn't. Caves are museums that punch back. People see stalactites, mineral pools, weird shiny rocks, and think, I wonder what this does, which is a wild thought to have in a place designed entirely out of consequences. Some cave surfaces are razor sharp. Others are coated in slippery clay that turns your boots into lies. And then there are formations that crumble the moment you lean on them, because they took 10,000 years to grow and approximately 1 second to betray you. Your brain is wired for interaction. You learn by touching. Caves punish that instinct. A handhold that looks solid can snap. A rock that seems stable can shift. One bad grab and your center of gravity relocates somewhere tragic. There are also toxic gases in certain caves. You don't smell them. You don't see them. You just start feeling dizzy, confused, sleepy. Touching or disturbing sediment can release pockets of air your body is not built for. Basically, caves reward hands-in-pockets behavior. Curiosity is great. Underground, it's a liability. Number 2, ignoring training because it's just a cave. Somewhere along the line, caves got labeled as casual nature activities, like hiking, or walking into a hole with zero margins for error. People skip training because caves don't look technical. There's no visible height, no raging rapids, just darkness and rocks, which is exactly why training matters. Cave navigation isn't intuitive. Vertical systems, rope work, airflow awareness, flood risks, exit mapping. These aren't skills you improvise while tired. Untrained explorers don't recognize danger signs until they're already inside them. Training teaches you what not to do, when to stop, when to wait, when to back out even though you technically could continue. Many avoidable deaths happen because people didn't know the rule existed until they broke it. Caves don't give warnings in plain English. They expect you to show up educated. Skipping training isn't confidence. It's showing up to a final exam you didn't know you were taking. Number 1, the cave didn't kill them. Decisions did. This is the quiet pattern behind all of it. Caves aren't malicious. They're consistent. They don't change the rules. Humans do. Overconfidence, curiosity, ego, impatience, optimism bias wearing a headlamp. Almost every avoidable cave death traces back to a decision that felt reasonable at the time. One shortcut, one extra squeeze, one skipped safety step, one it'll be fine. Your brain is incredible at normalizing risk when nothing bad has happened yet. It rewards you with confidence instead of caution. And caves don't care how confident you feel. The tragedy isn't that caves are deadly. It's that so many people walked into them fully capable of walking back out and chose not to. Basically, the cave didn't win. Gravity didn't win. Physics didn't win. Human judgment lost. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.